And I'm going to talk about three different topics that I chose from chapters 5, 6, and 7. The first topic that I chose is discipline and classroom methodology. The second topic from chapter 6 is using L1 in the classroom. And the third topic from chapter 7 is what is teacher thinking. So let's start with discipline and classroom methodology. And according to Appeal 1995, mentions that we as teachers need to maintain classroom control. Why? We have that necessity because we're always exposed to unexpected situations. Those situations, of course, are uncertain and unpredictable. So, especially with young learners. So we have to keep the control of those situations, and but it is a challenge because if we let students talk a lot, or if we do not give the instructions very clearly, they start to do other things and they don't focus on the task. So proponents of communicative language teaching, such as Wilkins, were aware of those issues because CLT demands that teachers, or we as teachers, we have to let them we have to let students practice and talk each other, work in groups, in pairs, and that idea of, or that traditional idea of the teacher is the only one that has the control and determines the content. It is disappearing, but because we need, or we have to let them students practice the language. So we have to be careful with those situations and always have a balance between the control and the freedom, of course, of the students. So the next topic is using the L1 in the classroom. So according to Atkinson, 1987, there are three possible reasons for using the L1. So the number one is that it is learner preferred strategy. The second one is that allowing students to use L1 is a humanistic way of teaching because we avoid frustration and they use it to explain themselves the instructions. And the third one is that of course, and in my case, personally, I do that, is that we sometimes need the L1 to explain complex instructions and as well as complex points of grammar. But we have to be careful with using the L1 because if one of the risks is that students feel that they don't understand a thing or an item in the target language, and they become passive because they are only waiting for the translations. So we have to make them think little by little in English. And finally, the third point is what is teacher thinking, and basically it is or teaching thinking research is concerned about teachers' beliefs, their previous knowledge, and it is concerned about what the teachers do while doing his or her job. And teaching is no longer what the teacher does in the classroom, but also why he or she does what she or he does. Why we are doing that, with what purpose. So the extent of the teacher previous knowledge will affect, of course, his or her teaching practice. And I have to say that this point is like or will bring a lot of debate maybe, but it is important because it is related with the teacher styles. So I hope you have enjoyed this explanation, and thank you for your attention.